That's the type of stuff I was making when I was like 14, 15 on YouTube. And then when I was 15 years old, I got diagnosed with Crohn's.
Here is everything you need to know about MrBeast's disease and why it is extremely dangerous for MrBeast's life. Jimmy has a Crohn's disease, which is a condition in which the gastrointestinal tract is inflamed over a long period of time. It is very painful to live with that disease because sometimes the pains are absolutely insane.
Basically, your intestines are inflamed, and because they're inflamed, you don't process food as well. So if I ate something, it would just go right through me, like literally within a day. And because it's so inflamed, it's like someone's just dragging like a knife across your stomach. So it's super painful.
MrBeast has done a couple videos about it earlier since it seriously affected his life. But here's how his mother reacted when Jimmy was diagnosed with Crohn's for the very first time.
Jimmy's diagnosis of Crohn's was earth-shattering. The weight loss, the loss of energy, all those facets of Crohn's attacked him really, really bad. And it was a pretty serious situation.
Since Crohn's affects your stomach a lot, you lose a crazy amount of weight in just a couple of weeks. Many people even die throughout this process.
I went from like 180 pounds down to 139. I remember 139 because that was my lowest, which at 6'2" was like a frail little twig. I mean, I barely could get out of bed. I had no energy to do anything. I didn't even want to go to school. And I just hated my life back then. It was really miserable.
It was even worse for Jimmy since he was in the high school at the moment and was playing baseball. In 2013, when Jimmy was diagnosed, he already had a YouTube channel with less than 1,000 subscribers. So he had to stay home because of Crohn's. And apparently this disease made him becoming a professional YouTuber since he had nothing to do at home but to make Minecraft.
He didn't have an ability to hold down any food. It was months and months and months for us to figure out a treatment plan so that he could start eating again.
Here's what Jimmy said about playing baseball at the moment after he got diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Playing baseball was pure torture, especially with the medicine I was on. I was always thrown up behind the dugout, and I always had to go use the bathroom a bunch during the games. I probably would have tried to play baseball in college, but because of Crohn's, it definitely changed the trajectory. And I was like, all right, I'm done with that. And then I just went all in on YouTube, and I was beyond obsessed.
Even crazier than Crohn's disease became the main factor for Mr. B to give away his money. He even had a Twitter bio earlier saying, "I want to make the world a better place before I die." Here's what Jimmy said about giving away money.
Expensive materialistic objects made you cool back then. But then once you have a nice sports car, you realize, like, it's cool, but like if you have Crohn's or if you have other issues, they don't just go away because you have a nicer car. And to me, a lot of that stuff was overrated. So I got rid of it all and realized like that's just not what makes me happy.
Now let's talk about how long Mr. Beast will live with such a serious disease. According to sources, females with Crohn's disease may live from 6.6 to 8.1 years less than females without Crohn's. But males with Crohn's disease live from 5.0 to 6.1 years less than males without the condition, which is absolutely wild. Not only Mr. Beast has to be on a very strict diet his whole life, but he will live 6 years less than he would live without Crohn's. That was a short story of Mr. Beast's Crohn's disease. Let me know what you think in the comments if any of you have the same disease as Jimmy. And that was all for today. Thanks for watching our videos. Subscribe our channel Chase Boss to get more updates.